Be ready? Start. This year we have commemorated the 75th anniversary of the Dandi March, inspired and led by Mahatma Gandhi in a variety of ways. Thousands of admirers and followers of Gandhi ji from India and overseas reenacted the famous Dandi March. Many congressmen and women inspired by the leadership of Sonia ji participated in this historic reenactment. Our government issued special commemorative postage stamps. I am very happy that today we meet here to issue special commemorative coins. I compliment my colleague, the Finance Minister, for the initiative he has taken in this regard. We all salute Mahatma Gandhi for the courage of his conviction and the power of his symbolism. Holding up a fist of salt from the soil of Mother India, Gandhiji made British rule unpalatable. It was a historic moment in the creation of free India. I have spoken on several occasions during this year on the significance of Dandi March. The Dandi March was not only a march for independence, it was also a march for the uplift of the poorest of the poor, the emancipation of women and their empowerment, the removal of untouchability, the assertion of the right of our people over the natural resources of which they are the inheritors and owners, the establishment of unity of people professing diverse faiths, and above all, it was a march for our spiritual regeneration. It was also a march of unity of all Indians, irrespective of caste and religion, language and region. The inclusive nature of our national freedom movement created the foundation for our inclusive democracy, of which we are justly proud. By following Gandhiji's life and deeds, by recapturing the spirit of his ideas like Dandi March, we can build the India of Gandhiji's dream, an inclusive and prosperous India. In celebrating the anniversary of the Dandi March, we must remember that our leaders wanted to free us from foreign rule and from a mindset of dependence. They wanted each one of us to stand for our own rights and take pride in our being Indians, the children of Mother India. The idea of self-reliance is important even today. However, self-reliance does not imply pursuing a policy of anarchy. It does not mean cutting ourselves away from the world. Self-reliance in the modern world implies the ability to pursue one's interests with self-confidence and faith in one's own capabilities. Let me begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to my leader and to each one of you for this interaction. We are here to take stock of the implementation of some key promises we made to the people while seeking their mandate. Stop.